Ever wondered why some people are swimming in money while others are drowning in debt? It's not merely good luck or bad luck. It's about financial literacy. It's understanding. It's making the right decisions at the right time. Now, how does one learn this language of money? Enter the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It's a mentor. It introduces you to the principles of financial literacy in a way that's as clear as a bell and as sharp as a tack. Imagine a world where money is no longer a mystery, but a tool. A tool that you can use to build your dreams, brick by brick. Now here's the million-dollar question. What if I told you that the difference between a rich dad and a poor dad is all in the mind? Imagine having two dads. One, a PhD holder with a steady job, but always struggling financially. The other, a school dropout but a successful entrepreneur. Which one would you listen to for financial advice? This was the reality for the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. His biological father, let's call him Poor Dad, was a well-educated man, holding a PhD and a stable job in the government sector. Despite his academic accomplishments and a decent paycheck, he found himself perpetually grappling with financial anxieties. You see, Poor Dad believed in the traditional path to success. Study hard, get a good job, save money, buy a house, and the rest will follow. However, despite his best efforts, this approach always seemed to leave him short at the end of the month. On the other hand, his other dad, his best friend's father, whom we'll call Rich Dad, had a starkly different approach to money. Despite being a school dropout, Rich Dad was a successful entrepreneur. He didn't have the academic accolades to hang on his walls, but he had something far more valuable, a deep understanding of money and how it works. Rich Dad believed in financial education, in understanding the difference between assets and liabilities, and in making money work for you rather than the other way around. Growing up, the author found himself in the unique position of observing and learning from these two contrasting financial mindsets. He noticed how Poor Dad's fear of risk and focus on job security often led him into financial traps, while Rich Dad's entrepreneurial spirit and financial literacy paved the way for his financial success. This tale of two dads is not just a personal anecdote. It's a reflection of the contrasting beliefs we hold about money, the paths we choose, and the outcomes we experience as a result. It's a wake-up call to question our traditional notions of financial success and to consider the possibilities of financial freedom. Turns out the school dropout dad had some solid gold advice. Let's dig into it. So, what did the rich dad say? Money is a language, son. Learn it or live a life of financial ignorance. And that, my friends, is the first key point from the much-acclaimed book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Understanding the language of money. It's not Latin, it's not Greek, it's not even Dothraki. It's a language that's spoken every day, everywhere around the world. Yet most of us don't understand it. Bizarre, isn't it? Though it might not be as melodious as Italian or as intriguing as Morse code, the language of money holds the power to change your life. To master it, you need to know the difference between assets and liabilities. No, it's not about the assets you're thinking about, you cheeky monkey. Assets, in the language of money, are things that put money in your pocket. It could be anything, a business, real estate, stocks or bonds. On the other hand, liabilities are those sneaky little things that take money out of your pocket, your credit card debt, your car loan, your Netflix subscription, all liabilities. The trick is to invest in assets. The more assets you have, the more money they'll make for you. And the more money they make, the more assets you can buy. It's like a never-ending cycle of money making, but here's the catch. Most people confuse liabilities with assets. They buy a fancy car on credit and think it's an asset. Newsflash, it's not, it's a liability. Why? Because it's taking money out of your pocket every month. Unless you're using that fancy car to make money, it's a liability. So if you want to speak the language of money fluently, you need to know your assets from your liabilities, and you need to invest in assets. Not just once or twice, but consistently. In other words, if you want to get rich, stop buying stuff you don't need and start investing in assets. Simple, right? Scene script. Ever feel like you're running on a hamster wheel, working hard but never getting ahead financially? Welcome to the rat race. Now imagine this. You're in a maze, scurrying around, searching for that elusive cheese, the metaphorical big bucks. But alas, you're stuck in a loop. You're part of the rat race, an endless self-defeating pursuit that leads you back to where you started, over and over again. The book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, introduces us to this concept, a rat race that most of us are unwittingly a part of. The usual script goes something like this: go to school, get good grades, find a secure job, and save for retirement. This is the blueprint that society and our education system have ingrained in us. But here's the kicker: it's a cycle that keeps you running but never really moving forward. The reason? Well, it's simple. You're caught up in the earning-spending cycle. The more you earn, the more you spend. You upgrade your lifestyle, buy that new car, take that vacation, and before you know it, you're running on the same wheel, just a little faster this time. But what if you could change the game? This is where the importance of financial education comes in, a concept that's sorely missed in our traditional education system. Understanding the difference between assets and liabilities, investment strategies, and the power of passive income can be the game changer. Financial education is your ticket out of the rat race. It's about making your money work for you instead of you working for your money. It's about investing in assets that generate income, rather than accumulating liabilities that drain your resources. It's about breaking free from the cycle and stepping onto a different track entirely. So, the next time you feel like you're spinning your wheels, remember this: the key to escaping the rat race is not to run faster but to change the track. What's the secret sauce that makes the rich richer? It's all in the mind, my friend. Now let's delve into the magic of mindset, as espoused in the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. This isn't some hocus-pocus, abracadabra type of magic. Oh no, this is the real deal, the kind of magic that transforms a penny into a fortune. First off, the rich have a different attitude towards risk. Where the average person sees a pitfall, the wealthy see an opportunity. They understand that risk is an inevitable part of wealth creation. They don't shy away from it, instead they embrace it. They assess, they calculate, and then they plunge in head first. But it's not just about taking risks, it's about informed risks. The wealthy are always learning. They invest in their knowledge because they know that the best investment you can ever make is in yourself. They read, they attend seminars, they seek advice. They're like sponges, soaking up every bit of information that can help them grow their wealth. Now here's the kicker. The wealthy don't just use their own time and money, they leverage other people's time and money. They understand the power of multiplication, the power of scalability. They know that their time and money are limited, but by using other people's time and money, they can achieve unlimited growth. But what happens when things go wrong? Well, that's where the real magic of mindset comes in. The wealthy see failure as a stepping stone, not a stumbling block. They take it in their stride, learn from it, and then move on, stronger and wiser. Remember, the wealthy don't have some secret playbook that's hidden from the rest of us. They just have a different mindset, a mindset that sees opportunities where others see obstacles, a mindset that embraces learning and risk-taking, a mindset that leverages resources and sees failure as a learning opportunity. Remember, the size of your success is measured by the strength of your desire, the size of your dream, and how you handle disappointment along the way. So, what's the takeaway from this intriguing tale of two dads? Well, our journey through the pages of Rich Dad, Poor Dad has left us with a few golden nuggets indeed. First off, understanding the language of money isn't about knowing the difference between a dollar and a dime. It's about comprehending the mechanics of money and how it works. You see, the rich don't work for money. They have money work for them. Secondly, escaping the rat race is not just about running faster. It's about changing the track. By investing wisely and creating multiple streams of income, you can step off the never-ending wheel of paycheck-to-paycheck living. Lastly, mindset is the magic key to wealth creation. Wealth is not about how much money you make, but how much you keep. It's not just about becoming rich, it's about staying rich. So, the next time someone asks you the secret to getting rich, just say, "Read Rich Dad, Poor Dad."